Authorities say an 18-year-old male student was killed in a shooting at a suburban Denver school. The death appears to be separate from the 8 people who were treated at hospitals.
At the moment, no one really knew what was going on, so I didn't know they were bullets. I just kind of saw like flashes and we heard bangs, and I felt kind of scared, but then again, I didn't know what was happening, so I didn't feel like too concerned about it.
So the announcements came on saying it was a lockdown, stay safe and stay hidden, and our teacher told us to hide behind the equipment in the room because there's weight equipment. So we hid behind the weight equipment, and we just stayed there until the cops came in the room. They busted in the room and they were asking if there was any suspects in the room, if we were okay, and they escorted us out to the front of the building.
Obviously, when you get notification that there's an incident going on at the school, you think the worst, and you just hope for the best, and you just try to remain calm and to get as much information as you can about what's going on. And the great thing is that most, Jake and a lot of other kids have a lot of mobile phones, and so you're able to really connect pretty quickly with them to find out what's going on.
The heads of Unifor and General Motors Canada are set to make an announcement this morning about the future of operations in Oshawa. A statement from Unifor Local 222 says National President Jerry Diaz and Travis Hester, GM Canada's President and Managing Director, will hold a joint news conference in Toronto at 11 o'clock this morning. The statement offers few details other than the announcement will concern operations in Oshawa. GM announced last November it would cease production at the Oshawa plant by the end of 2019, affecting about 2,600 union workers. In March, Unifor suspended a media campaign against GM amid what the union called productive talks with the automaker on the future of the Oshawa plant. The union said the company had been clear it wouldn't extend vehicle manufacturing at the facility beyond the end of the year, but acknowledged there is potential to transform operations to maintain some jobs. Conservative MP Erin O'Toole says Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is making Canada a laughingstock around the world after U.S. tries to dispute Canada's claim on the Arctic. Liberal MP Rob Oliphant says Canada's claim to the Northwest Passage is not in doubt.
Is a Canadian passage. It's internationally recognized. Our government is standing up to defend our interests. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs reasserted that today. Canadian sovereignty in the North is long-standing and well-established. It's where Canadians live and work. I lived there for 6 years. We will continue to defend our sovereignty, the peoples, and the communities in the North, and our national interests.
Conservative Deputy Leader Lisa Raitt wonders what the Trudeau Liberals are doing to fix an asylum system the Auditor General said yesterday is overwhelmed. Trudeau blamed the former Conservative government for leaving a system burdened by underfunding.
On February 21st, 2017, the official opposition started asking questions about the Roxham Road illegal express entry that this government had opened up through Twitter. Mr. Speaker, it's taken them over 2.5 years to actually admit to the fact and be told by the Auditor General that there is indeed a problem. What do? In a complete lack of leadership, they blame something from somebody else's regime 5 years ago. They take no responsibility themselves, and it lies at their feet. What will they do to fix this system?
We see the Conservatives attempting to stir up fears amongst Canadians about things that they don't need to be worried about. We have made sure that every single person crossing our borders, whether it's legally or illegally, gets processed according to all our rules. We have seen over the past years all around the world an increase in migrations, in asylum seekers happening everywhere, and Canada is not immune to that, but we have a strong immigration system that continues to apply all its steps to everyone crossing the border.
NDP MP Jenny Kwong says the Liberals are making millions of Canadians wait for help because they have no service standards for call centres for programs like immigration and taxes. Immigration Minister Ahmed Hussein says the government is investing and is committed to doing better after the Auditor General called out the problems yesterday.
We welcome the recommendations from the Auditor General's report. Budget 2019 provides over $42.9 million investment that will allow IRCC to more than fund 170 full-time agents over 2 years to respond to people's questions. We've already extended hours in our call centers. We've introduced access to people in our call centers on Saturdays. We're introducing more help through email, social media, and a chatbot that learns as it proceeds to answer all the routine questions, Mr. Speaker. We are committed to doing better.